Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Al-Sadd come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. He's shifting through the gears here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks and...
Torres! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Al-Sadd finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Has a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Vieira. For Valverde. That's a little off target. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, that's been intercepted. Salah. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Tries to pass it through. He can get that clear. Gets into some space. It is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Mbappe. And it's Salah. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shooting chance! And he's had a hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's bustling through here.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And the shot! It's in! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Al-Sadd grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's run. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. He's gone for goal! And again the keeper stands strong. So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of... Big chance! Goal! Egypt! And they're back in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Egypt take the lead. He's got away. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, it's a massive game for him, but that can't concern the referee, who has sent him off. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little... Neymar! They're up to 5 corners now. Al-Sad looking to go forward now. Nicely aimed pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. That's good running with the ball. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Here's the header! Egypt have the chance to... And there's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Vieira. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. He has a look up. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ball is over the line. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing.
Just a quick
the
request
manager
today
can't
for everybody
go
to
too
please
easy on his
kindly
players
remove
here.
any
I think
cars parked
they
on
need
the
to
road
re-establish
outside the
that
stadium.
focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we're underway again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but...
And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tries to play it through. He is through here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, that defending is... He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Al-Sad faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To increase the lead. with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And claimed it back swiftly. Spreads it out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
He'll try to keep this alive. Chouameni. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
That's an imaginative pass. Nicked it back promptly. Alexander-Arnold. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now tries a shot! It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Rafinha. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Robert Lewandowski.
Chance! It's a goal! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response we've been looking for.
51,577.
Can he get it through? He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's the throw.
Al-Sadd may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner count is rising. That's 6. Lewandowski can get it clear. Al-Sadd looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. Driving forward. And it's Lewandowski. Now he's got space here. That is a brilliant interception. Takes a shot! That's a half-decent try. Corner number 3 coming up. Camavinga! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Al-Sadd do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's found a way through. No, there's no going past him this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. This is promising.
Egypt clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Tomori. Chouameni cuts it out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
James promptly onto that, and that is that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This has become one superb game of football. There's the shot! Goal! Egypt! And again they hit the front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Egypt go into the lead.
This is the perfect example.
Decent chance! And one more try! Oh, that is rather wayward. Neymar. No, he refuses to take the bait. Valverde makes the interception. Looking to play. Lewandowski! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 13, number 7, Eduardo Camavinga. Number 2, Alexander Arnold. Coming on the field.
Good read, needed to be.
Sule.
Al-Sadd really
Number
can only do
33,
one thing now, Peter.
number
Get the ball up
22,
front, make sure it sticks,
Gavi.
and sustain
Number
some pressure.
15, Federico Valverde. 6 added minutes has been
And he has shown him a
indicated.
yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Substitutions taking place.
Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Gavi. Threads one in. Lewandowski. Shot a goal!
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Lewandowski! Oh, what? Has another go! There's a goal! Level again! And they are in no mood to give up the fight.
Yeah, and you really have to give credit to the way these players have handled themselves. Can they get another? Probably. I really shouldn't be tempting fate, but I'm backing them.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish. Shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win
Hello,
this one
everybody,
and they're
and
going up.
welcome to today's
Incentives
match.
do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Al-Saad cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Can he get it through? Great vision. Gnabry does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, can he get onto this? Chance here to counter. Oh, that's clever. Out of play for a goal kick. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Serge Gnabry's early career was a real struggle, but has seen a spectacular revival where he's transformed himself into one of Europe's most...
And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Messi has it in a wide position. Serginho. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a red card, a dreadful moment for him. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! It's hit the upright. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's there to retrieve it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, nicely intercepted. Floated through. And it's been played through. It's a promising position. Plays it across. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Al-Saad clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gnabry, and this is Gnabry. They've scored! So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball's played through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Decent chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray. Now, can they get him away? Konate makes the interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance for a shot! And one more try! Oh, it's gone in! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. That has been cut short. And he's on his way! Lewandowski. That is ended up in no man's land. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, this is a great chance, surely! And he's found the net! And the turnaround is complete. Just extraordinary. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Camavinga. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Stojkovic. James. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Al-Sadd have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Al-Sadd are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Substitution.
And it's Cannavaro, and that was nowhere near his best. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Hazard chasing after it. Alexander-Arnold, and he cuts out the supply. And they're quick to press. Hazard is fouled. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Oh, it's come loose. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's managed to get rid. Tries to play it through. Hazard. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And that is a little undercooked. A heavy challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Al-Sadd are now down to 8 following the sending off.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Stojkovic considers his options. And now as good a time as any to pull level. That was travelling. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard! And that's caused a worry or two. Konate. Gerrard. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. Gnabry! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The attendance for this match was
Nicely weighted ball.
50,913.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Stojkovic is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number
So
3,
their fourth corner of the game.
Reece James. Coming on the field is number 23, Fikayo Tomori.
It's gone all the way through to the
Substitutions taking
keeper.
place.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's an imaginative pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That ball looks a good one. Gnabry, look at the space here. Takes a shot! No mistake! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just...
Chance! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So he's having a shot! And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but
It's Lewandowski! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
he's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Well, played right into his path. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the... Hazard! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. That was a given. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Al Sadd prepare for one of the most important games
Hello,
in their
everybody,
history.
and welcome to
Last
today's
day
match.
must win. It is the most unmissable of games, the real epitome of do or die. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Al Sadd cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Puyol gets good distance on it. Serginho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's through here. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. And he's surging through. Just the keeper to... and he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Alexander-Arnold is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to...
He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Eder Militao is there to clear. Just eases him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. And he's on it, and Messi! And he's found the net! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a red card, a dreadful moment for him. Al Sadd are down to 10 men. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. Messi in acres of space out wide. There's a look and plays it forward. Chance here to counter. He has found the way through.
That's good play from him.
Now that is a hefty challenge. And we have our very first corner. Camavinga with the clearance. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Oh, that was venomous. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. He can run onto that. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there. That's the keeper's ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has been cut short. Now it's Lewandowski. Nice looking ball. No way through. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nicely weighted ball.
Has been indicated.
Just off target. Lewandowski. Well, played right into his path. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Al-Saad go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Kaun. And the counter is on. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Lewandowski, he's found a way through. Not the most accurate pass. Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rafinha looking to run onto it. Batasagi gets it clear. Now it's Rafinha. Delivers the ball. That's really well cleared. Spread it left. And he plays one through. He's in space and looking for options. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, that's disappointing. The ball has bounced loose now. And they win it back again. What a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Valverde wins the duel this time. Quality ball. He's on it, can he get away? And that was very necessary.
The attendance for this match
gone out
was
for a throw-in.
51,577. Substitution.
Messi. That is good alertness. And it's Kaun. Mohamed Salah. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Stood up well to him there. Played into space. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back, and they'll have another go. Serginho. Here comes the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. It'll be a throw-in. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. He might be in here!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, well played. Now, can they get him away? A probing pass.
Al-Sadd really can't be faulted for their attitude.
He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And they've got a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Robert Lewandowski. Number 10, Messi. Number 7,
Well, what about it? Al-Sadd certainly weren't
17,
expecting this.
William Saliba. Coming on the field.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Rafinha.
Well, he stayed down
Number
and is in
5,
very obvious
Sule.
discomfort here.
Number 22, Gavi. Number 23, Fikayo Tomori.
Driving forward, and he's got the beating of his man. Rafinha. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch it.
Rafinha gets through on his own. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there's the clearance. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Rice. He can run onto that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
There will be 5
Well, that had the
minutes
makings
added
of something
time.
quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Hazard. Lofted in. It's a goal kick. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that will be the final act.
Hello attendees,
Al-Saad
this
found
is
it
a
all too
lost
much in the
children's
end.
announcement.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Al-Saad have the chance to go the other way. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's not got that quite right. Triol proves too strong, too smart. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. And he cuts out the supply. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Now it's Camavinga. And this is Messi. He's come in hard. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Van Bouten makes the interception. Now it's Lewandowski, and he's intervened well there. Quality ball. Taken back almost at once. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold, can he get it through? That is a great pick out, and that's gone loose. It's an imaginative pass, and Dijk cuts it out.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Out to the left it goes. Lewandowski providing... Lewandowski! It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Good chance here! Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Lewandowski, pinches it off him. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Tries from distance. Approaching the half-hour mark. That has been cut short. Over to the left. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a fine interception. Great vision. Azar. Now it's Lewandowski. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And here's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Kante going full steam ahead down the left flank. Look at the space here. Great challenge, time to perfection.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Works it forward. Now he's got space here. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk. Camavinga. And the counter is on. Cross to the back post. Well, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Al Sadd ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21. Le numéro
So
9.
off we go once more.
À leur place, le
Al
numéro
Sadd
10.
have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Good ball, good take. Van Dijk with the slide tackle there.
Pretty robust defending.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And good effort from distance. Messi. Valverde does well to get it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Al Sadd clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he cuts out the supply. And this is Messi. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Kukçu is standing over this one. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Serginho's cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. That pass isn't the best. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Done delicately. In with the challenge. Cherki. That's a nicely shaped ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6, le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 16, le numéro 18. Changement.
And he's there to belt it away. Al Sadd have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the finish! And yes, it's there! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first moment of real significance.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk.
Al Sadd really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Crunching tackle.
Pass somewhat off target.
Played out to the right.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Van Dijk. Now, can they get him away? Kupchu. Gavi makes the interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And this is Kaun. A lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Deftly away. Soulé. That has not gone well. And that is that.